Welcome everyone. Three 2 ohm resistors A, B and C are connected as shown in the figure. So we can say this is my RA and this is my RB and this is my RC. Okay, these resistors are connected as shown in the figure. Each of them dissipate energy. Obviously, if the current flows through it, then it will dissipate energy according to the Joule's law, H equal to I square RT, and can withstand with the maximum power 18 watt. Okay, so withstand with the maximum power 18 watt without melting. That means it is talking about this is the power. If the power dissipation is greater than that of it, then it will melt or it will burn out. Okay, so this is the thing. Find the maximum current that can flow through the resistor and find the maximum current that can flow through the resistor B and C. Okay, so if the power we know that the power is V into I. Okay, now we are basically talking about the resistors. So by putting V equal to IR, we are getting I square multiplied by R is equal to P. So capital I is equal to root over of P divided by R. Okay, so that is the power divided by resistance. The square root will give you the current. Now if you say I maximum, then it will be P maximum divided by R, since resistance is not changing. If I now put here the value 18, okay, the value of resistance is 2, that will be root over of 9, so that will be 3. Okay, so 3 ampere is the maximum current allowed through it. If the 3 ampere current flows through this resistor 2 ohm, then it will generate the 18 watt power. That is the maximum current. The current should be less than that of it. So just try to understand that find the maximum current that can flow through resistor A should be 3 ampere. So here if I redraw this circuit, try to redraw this circuit, that is this is my capital A resistor or RA. Through this the maximum current that can flow through, we can say I max A, that is equal to 3 ampere. Okay, now this is connected to the parallel combination of RB and RC. Listen, RB and RC are the same resistors. So the maximum allowed current through this should be 3 ampere, but RB and RC's value is 2 ohm and 2 ohm. So whatever be the current which is basically coming through this resistor RA is divided between RB and RC. Okay, so what is the current through RB and what is the current through RC, that we have to find it out. Obviously this is not the maximum current, because the maximum current is 3 ampere and the current is 3 ampere is divided into 2 equal parts. Obviously since resistors are 2 ohm and 2 ohm, so it should be less than that of it. It is not the 3 ampere. Okay, since the resistances are equal, so we can qualitatively say that the IB should be 1.5 ampere. Okay, but its limit is 3 ampere, and IC is also 1.5 ampere, but try to understand that its limit is 3 ampere. So the 3 ampere current, the maximum current flows through the resistor RA, and 1.5 ampere current flows through the resistor RB, and another one less of the 1 ampere or another 1.5 ampere, this current is flows through the resistor RC. But if you want to understand this thing quantitatively, then I can show you a circuit. Let us say this is a resistor R1 and this is a resistor R2. This is a resistor R2. Okay, capital I current just enters here. It is divided into 2 parts, I1 and I2. Okay, I1 and I2. Now just try to understand that. Obviously, since they are connected in parallel, so I1 R1 should be equal to I2 R2 according to Ohm's law. And if capital I is the main current, then capital I should be multiplied by the equivalent of these two resistors, that is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now if anyone know what is the main current and try to find it out what is the current through R1 and R2 separately, then they can equalize these two. That is I1 R1 equal to I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is I1? I1 equal to capital I multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Similarly, if anyone calculate what is the value of I2, then that will be capital I multiplied by R1 divided by R1 plus of R2. Okay, so if you want to find out the current through the resistor R1, then you have to think of R2 first. R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by I equal to I1. Similarly, if you want to find out the current through R2, then you have to think of R1, because I2 equal to I into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So you have to think of the opposite resistances. Since in this particular cases, both the resistances are equal. If I draw this, that is above one is 2 ohm and the below one is also 2 ohm. That means the RB and RC both are 2 ohm. Okay, and these two are connected in parallel, and the main current in the circuit, it is 3 ampere, which is basically coming from here through this RA resistor, which is also the 2 ohm. The maximum current flows through it. Okay, so if you want to find it out, what is this? What is IB? Resistance is RB and this resistance is RC. Okay, and what is IC? Then we can calculate this. That is IB equal to I multiplied by RC divided by RB plus RC. Okay, what is I? I is 3. What is RC? RC is 2. What is RB? RB is 2. RC is also 2. So 2 divided by 4, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to 1.5 ampere. Similarly, if you want to find it out, what is IC? IC is equal to capital I multiplied by RB divided by RB plus of RC. What is I? I is 3. What is RB? RB is 2. And putting the values, you again get 2 divided by 4, that is 1 by 2. So 3 divided by 2, that is 1.5 ampere. Okay, so this is quantitatively, but qualitatively, if the two resistances in the parallel branches are equal, then we can say the current flowing through these two will be same. So we have obtained that maximum current can flow through the resistor A should be 3 ampere. Find the maximum current that can flow through the resistor RB and RC. Okay, RB and RC, in this particular case it is 1.5 ampere, but it can resist, it can withstand up to the 3 ampere. Thank you all of you.